Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, recording this Wednesday, January the 21st at about 7:40 in the evening. Yeah, January 21st, 16 years ago. You know exactly what happened. I've been talking about it all day on Facebook and Twitter. The largest tornado outbreak in Arkansas, recorded Arkansas weather history, more than 50 tornadoes in a 24-hour period. Before I get into the weather for this Thursday and Friday, just to note that we always think of spring as the primary severe weather season around here, and it is, but it's very worth noting and very interesting to know that our two biggest tornado outbreaks never occurred in the spring, at least meteorological spring. One in January, of course, the one we are looking at today, marking 16 years since the January 21st, 1999, and one we all don't remember, June 5th or 6th of 1916, the second largest tornado outbreak in Arkansas weather history. So yes, that's technically spring, but not meteorological spring, which is the months of March, April, and May. All right, so this is a classic setup that we have coming our way for snow and ice. The thing lacking, as I've been telling you, it's surface temperatures. If they were 5 degrees colder, I would be more enthusiastic. I think people will see snowflakes falling, but it's a question of whether or not they stick. And let me just show you what's happening here. Let's go into tomorrow morning. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, so this is late tonight into a Thursday morning. You see some, this line here, the red line, that's the 32-degree line. This is the blue line, that's the 35-degree line, so it's above freezing. And this is the GFS in the afternoon run on Wednesday. The thing is that temperatures aloft, and I can show you these, but I'm not, it's just more crud on the screen. But it's super cold, just a little bit off the surface and up in the upper levels. Perfect for snow production. It's just these surface temperatures. So yeah, you can get snow coming down to the ground. It would be melting. And I think you have to get it down to the ground through that melting layer in the surface. I think you'd have to have snowfall rates that, or at least precipitation rates, I mean, that would pull down some cold air and pull down those snowflakes before they completely melted and you get those sloppy wet snowflakes. But anyway, the best chance for that happening on Thursday morning, you see here in northwest Arkansas in the Ouachitas, I'm sorry, the Ozarks and the Ouachitas. So I think these higher elevations, these peaks that are able to tap into that colder air aloft, I think for a little while could have a little rain snow mix in the morning. And if there are any accumulations, it would be on grassy surfaces and brief, minor. Then it goes over to plain rain. Then what happens is you see the surface low moving off into the northern Gulf, and then this is between 6 a.m. and noon on Friday. You're looking at a surface chart, but in the upper levels, there's an area of low pressure aloft that's going to traverse the area, and that brings its own cold air with it, and enough lift that can support snow all the way down to the surface. Now, the freezing line at the surface is well north, so all these temperatures, if we were to look at surface temperatures, and I might just do that. Call me crazy. Is that it? Yeah, your surface temperatures at the exact same time. So that's at noon. Let me go back to, this is at 6 a.m. So here's surface temperatures at Friday at 6 a.m. The only places below freezing of northern Arkansas, we're in the mid and upper 30s everywhere else. So yeah, there could be snowflakes. If the air just off the surface and the loft is cold enough, they can get down to the ground even with temperatures above freezing. It's happened before. It's just getting something to accumulate. You would have to have a rate of precipitation high enough to sustain that. Then you could get minor slushy accumulations on grassy surfaces for a brief period of time. So that's why I think that there's little, if any, accumulation with this. So there's the surface temperatures. One other thing of note here, let me go back to the precipitation type. On Thursday, you see the GFS, let me go back here. You see the GFS is pointing to these darker greens along the Gulf Coast. It's picking up on convection, which is basically just thunderstorms down here. And a lot of times that robs the moisture from coming towards the north. So tomorrow, I think there could be a few showers across southern Arkansas and maybe a few sneaking up into central Arkansas for a little while. But I think that for a while, the precipitation is going to be really confined to this area. But as that surface low pulls away and the upper level dynamics pulls out, that tomorrow night, Thursday night and Friday morning, that's when you see precipitation increasing across the state. And the GFS is even indicating you see some of the rain changing to snow. But I think in this entire area, you could see some snowflakes mixed in with the rain. Again, kids, do your homework. This is not going to be a major event. As of now, things can always change around here in Arkansas. You know how things can change. But right now, as I've been saying, I want the snow. I really do, but I just cannot get excited about this. And it really bothers me that surface temperatures are going to be that warm, not warm, but above freezing. I don't think I'd call mid and upper 30s warm, but at least in relation to the freezing point, which is 32 degrees, it will be a few degrees above that. So we'll see if things can change and turn our way, snow lovers. Thank you very much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.